am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace. Where I am now.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I tell you what, it's sunny. It's going to be a little warm today in the Hampton Roads area, and I am absolutely elated about it. I am definitely over the cold. Uh, Good morning. I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. Uh, And I'm so glad that you all are here. Let me shout you all out. Let's welcome Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok over here. We also want to shout out co-host Edward Everett, who's not here. Hopefully he'll be back here on Monday. If not, we'll let you know. But it is such a beautiful day. It's actually Fun Friday. Oh my goodness. It's the weekend. And you know how it is on the weekend. You've been working all week and you're hoping that the weekend is going to be a chill back or do your thing or have a good time, have some fun on this weekend. The weather in Hampton Roads is going to be nothing but nice all week. Into next week, we're going to have the 70s and the 80s. I am so excited. We're not going to have a lot of rain, but we are definitely going to enjoy this wonderful sunshine and warm. Good morning, Lady Swagger, Destiny Barrow, Scott. Thank you so much for joining us so quick and early. Thank you so much for your support. I am just excited about the weekend. There are so many things that's going on, a little bit of business, a little bit of fun, a little bit of surprises, and family, of course. You know, last week was really nice too because I got a chance to go with the family. We went to church and on Easter, and it was just so lovely. It was just so nice to be able to have everybody there and enjoying the message of the resurrection. I hope you all got a chance to go, or I hope you got a chance to at least meditate or go online or do something, you know, just reverencing this time of the year. It's spring. We're in April already, and it's already yielding beautiful weather, beautiful trees. Just a lot of wonderful things, flowers. I still have my duck in my pot. I'm hoping that she's almost ready for to, you know, bring forth her little duckling. She's been there for quite some time, and let's see what happens. I'm going to actually put it on Facebook and all the other platforms when she gives birth to her little ducklings. Demayo, good morning. Edwina Coleman, good morning. Britton B, I believe that's what it is. Good morning. Just so many of you all. Jewel Corporal, good morning. Bless all you all. So I hope you all are enjoying the weather. I hope you're getting ready for the warm. I hope you have something planned for this season. I tell you what, the kids are on spring break and they are absolutely having a fabulous time. The Norfolk area is going to be out next, next month actually. And so you all that are on vacation, get ready for their vacation, because I tell you what, when they get out of school, it's on. They want to either sleep, some of them, if they're old enough, want to go to work. Some of them want you to run around all over the creation form, with them, with their friends. So her parents, hey, I've been in that stage. I hope you all are going to enjoy that stage. And then look, after all that's over, the summer and everything, then you all can go back to your vacation, right? In the meantime, prepare. We're going to have this segment for our young people, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. For parents who kids are taking the test for the year, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you all some different information. I'm going to give you all the current job list because I got it for you right now. Brand new listing. And, if you don't have a job, check out the listing. It's already on Facebook. It's on LinkedIn. It's on some of our other pages, FYI pages. They're on social media. Make sure you take it, you share it, look through it. It's some great, fabulous jobs with great salaries. So I'm going to give you that. And then we'll talk about some other things in a little while. So our current job list, we have Hope House Foundation, a great foundation. They need a technology administrator. They need a maintenance technician. And they need a case manager, free kind. We also have the Heritage Museum and Gardens. You all can write this down or just go back and listen to the tape if you want to. The Heritage Museum and Gardens, they need a development director. The Arc of Greater Williamsburg, they need a financial and operations coordinator, okay? Virginia Children's Chorus, an executive director. Also, the Peninsula Community Foundation of Virginia, they need an operations and administrative coordinator. We also have Make-A-Wish Greater Virginia. They need a regional development director. Eggleston, we always have this. Eggleston always provides some great jobs. They need a staff accountant. Also, United Way of Southampton Roads. This is dear to my heart because I was a student of Project Inclusion Program, intern. That's what they're looking for. And it's a great program. If you all are interested in developing a nonprofit organization or developing a board for a nonprofit organization, you all please get information through the United Way of Southampton Roads about Project Inclusion. Okay, we also have Norfolk Public Libraries, and they need outreach ambassador, contractual worker. They also need a school outreach contractual worker. They need an express book nook volunteer. And the Up Center need a director of disability services. A lot of great jobs. It goes on and on. We have the Suffolk Public Library, who needs a library associate part-time. Judeo-Christian Outreach Center, they need a hunger relief coordinator part-time. We have a Bay Youth Orchestra of Virginia. This is my first time hearing about this one. They need a music director and principal conductor. Okay. Again, the Arc of Greater Williamsburg, they need a day program coordinator. And the Planning Council, they need part-time respite assistant, a full-time respite support specialist, and also we have the Virginia Living Museum, which they need a maintenance technician. So many jobs. Soundscapes, I don't know if you all have heard of them. It's kind of new to me. They need a development manager. Then we have the Western Tidewater Free Clinic, which they need a preschool program director. We also have Elizabeth River Project, seasonal landscape technician. You all are good outside with the grass and the bushes and the trees, all that good stuff, flowers. Elizabeth River Project, go ahead and check them out. Okay, we have Virginia Beach Department of Human Services. They're having a hiring event. Go online, www.Virginia Beach Department of Human Services, and check out all their jobs. Also, Suffolk Public Library, they need a part-time library community engagement coordinator. And we have the Children's Center. They need, listen very carefully, an occupational therapist, a speech language pathologist. That's needed. Also, Catholic charities. I think we are familiar with that, those that are in this area. They need an administrative assistant in the Princess Anne, Virginia Beach area. They also need a financial and housing counselor in Virginia Beach. They also need a guardianship case manager in Norfolk. In Chesapeake, they need an administrative assistant. And in Suffolk, the public schools, they need a chief financial officer. The Norfolk SPCA, they need a development manager and a major gift officer. Oh my goodness, so many jobs. I tell you what, you all check it out. They're already on the pages. Go on my page, personal page, go on LinkedIn, go to FYI on Facebook as well, and get these jobs. They have great salaries, and with so many people out of work, these jobs go fast. So you all get up and start looking and start sharing and see if any of these fit you. Okay, in the meantime, again, it is Fun Friday. What are you all going to do fun? I want to ask these guys over here on our what you call TikTok, over here on TikTok. What are you all going to do? Raymond, what are you going to do during the weekend? Leon Smith, how are you? So many of you guys. I know my friend Sheila Robbins is over there on Facebook. I'm going to try to pull you guys up over there. It's so many feeds that I'm looking at. So you all bear with me. But make sure you say something in the chat. And even if I don't get to your name right now, later on, I'm going to be looking through their chat and saying hello. And I'm going to be saying thank you as well. We have someone over here on Instagram. I believe it's LOCH. It might be Lock_Ben. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your support. Yeah, you all, you got something that you want to say it in the chat. Just let's have us a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Fun Friday show. So it's a lot going on, y'all. And today I just wanted to be on with you all for a minute. You know, I've been on my little staycation, vacation. I've been chilling and working and just having a good time, you know, just taking advantage of some of the stuff that I could put aside for this vacation. I couldn't put everything aside, but I tell you what, definitely there were some things that I could just get away from and get back to later on. So FYI, it was one of those that I said, hey, Monday and Wednesday, I was like, let's chill. Let's not, come on for a minute. Maybe you all will miss us. And when we come back on Friday, you'll be here up and popping. And we're ready to get back to work. I want to remind you all, especially those that are in our Virginia area, Hampton Roads, I hope you all are ready for the vote. Don't forget, there's a deadline on April 21st. You all will be able to vote for the referendum. Let me make sure I get dates right. We are definitely going to be voting on the ballot for the redistricting amendment referendum in the Hampton Roads and Virginia, the whole Virginia, to make sure that the map is balanced and fair. I suggest you vote yes. I can't tell you what to do, but I can suggest that you say, yes, we want a fair election with this referendum. All this is leading up to our midterms. And so we want you all to govern yourself accordingly and, make sure you get out there. It's early voting now, but on the 21st, they have where you're going to be able to cast your ballot. Uh, and that's going to be the last and final day, April the 21st. Don't forget, Virginia. Don't let us down. Make sure you get out there and you care about what's going on in your government, in your city, in your world, in your household, because all this stuff affects us. It affects our homes, our schools, our communities. It affects everything. We want a well balanced election. We do not want people stealing and suppressing and disenfranchising folk about the vote. Come on, that's not necessary. But we got folk doing it in high places. Can you believe it? We got these leaders that are cutting up so bad, and they're not. They don't even care. Right in front of our very eyes, we got so many folk cutting up, so many folks in high places cutting up, and you can't talk about the children because you got adults just don't know how to act. Want to cheat folk out of votes, want to cheat folk, and just con folk out of doing the right thing. You should see some of the things they're sending. They kind of try to mess with your mind and all that stuff. They're sending stuff through the mail on postcards and just to get you confused. And so we can't say anything about the children when we got grown-ups acting a fool. So anyway, make sure you all get involved, go out. We also have those midterms coming up soon. Make sure you all play a role in it. Your vote, your voice. It's important. We're choosing leaders and we want the best leaders. I don't know what we got now, but I tell you what, we need to make sure we're paying enough attention to see what we're going to have, for now and in the future for our children. Do you all care about your children? I tell you what, I know I do. I'm running to the polls because I want to make sure it turns out the way I see it turning out for all of us. Okay? So make sure you all do that in Virginia. A redistricting amendment referendum on the ballot. Voting day is April the 21st, but you can early vote. Okay? I also wanted to mention, I gave you all the current job list. I also wanted to mention the federal tax deadline. When is it? Wednesday, April the 15th. Everybody say it with me. Wednesday, April the 15th. Now, you know goodness well, you got to get those taxes in or what? If you owe, you're going to be penalized. We don't want that, do we? In Virginia, you have a bit more time as state income tax returns are due by Friday. Listen to this, May the 1st. All right. Federal income taxes are due when? If you owe April 15th, or if you have to make sure you do your returns by April the 15th. That's coming up real soon, y'all. But in Virginia, you have a little bit more time with your state income taxes, and they're due by May 1st. That's the deadlines, okay? April 15th, federal, May 1st, Virginia state filing, okay? Federal extension deadline, they do have an extension, okay? You got to tell your tax preparer to put in, your accountant or whatever, put in for that extension. And the deadline is October 15th. And you're required to file a 4868 form by April 15th. You got to put that form in though. You just can't forget and say, oh, it's October. Let me go ahead and put in, that I need an extension. You need to make sure your tax preparer has that 4868 form so you can get that extension. Okay. And listen to this. And Virginia extension deadline is November the 1st. So we got a whole lot of different dates, okay? Federal extension, October the 15th. It requires a 4868 form. And then you have the Virginia, if you're in Virginia, extension deadline, November the 1st. And so make sure you get that information in. Any taxes, you still got to pay. And guess what? You're going to get that penalty too. You're going to get that penalty with that extension. So that's why I said govern yourself accordingly and get it in by the 15th. unless you just look, you've been out of whack or incapacitated or something and couldn't get it in. Make sure you get your taxes in and up and going. You just don't want that on your head. That's a heavy load when you haven't paid taxes, you owe it, or you haven't done your taxes in 12, 13 years, and here you come trying to buy something, all of a sudden you got to go all the way back. You got to rewind. I know folk like that. You got to rewind and get that stuff up and popping, because this is a requirement when you're buying homes and things. So make sure you don't get, too far behind. Don't lag. Don't ignore. A lot of people do ignore. It's like, well, that don't happen. I don't. Just like it's, like you don't know it's there. It's there. And I tell you what, when you need it, you're gonna have to go back and make sure you have all that work done. I know a young lady who's going to buy a house, and she got that house, but she never filed taxes ever in life. Ever in life. So she had to get all that done. Can you imagine? That's just too much. Make sure you all do your thing and get those taxes done. That's my advice. Uh, just do what you got to do. Also, I wanted to mention that we have some things going on. Um, at where is it? Oh, Tidewater Community College. I meant to mention that when I did the uh, job listing, but they have a great event coming up, and you all have to go on those pages, www.Tidewater Community College, and here in the area here on Hampton Roads, it's a like a class, and it's how to start a nonprofit organization. Uh, and so, if you all are interested in being a nonprofit, uh, it's always room for people that want to serve the community. I remember when I did my nonprofit organization, 2004 became a nonprofit organization, a 501c3. So proud, excited. And the thing about it then, it was just a little harder then. The paperwork now is just like a puzzle now. They just put it together so quick and things like that. But back then, it was a lot of work, putting together a 501c3. You had to have the right person, then you had to have the grant writers, and you just had to have everything come together just right. They didn't play. And so if you all feel the need to serve, if you all have something that you want to do for the community, there are classes. Check it out on Tidewater Community College page, and they have these classes. If you want to start a nonprofit organization, I tell you what, I recommend that you do. There's so much work to do in our communities. I answered the call because I wanted to develop young leaders. We have young men and women achieving success program. Crystal Community Development Corporation, that's the name of my organization. Crystal, Cristo Community, and the Development Corporation. And I really, 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 really wanted to work with youth. I've done so many different programs concerning youth. And the one that I, of course, have really gone a long way with is our Young Women and Men Achieving Success Mentoring Program, which will be 20 years this year. 20 years of serving, 20 years of developing young leaders. You should see some of the girls that started 20 years ago. They're full-grown women with families, careers, businesses, and things like that. It is absolutely awesome to see where it started. I remember starting the organization, and I didn't know anything except some of the things that I learned in Project Inclusion. But I had a heart to serve, and I had a heart. It was always a dream of mine, beside music, because that was what I was doing at first, still doing actually. But I wanted to serve, and I wanted to develop programs for our young people. And so I got a chance to do it. I mean, I had to do this. I had to answer the call. 20 years later, it's still here, up and popping. And I have no regrets. It may seem hard. You may think it was hard, but one thing I feel, and as for me, as for a nonprofit organization, is just start it. You will be surprised at people that come to your aid to help you with information and knowledge. I remember co-host Edward Everett was so instrumental in making sure we got somebody that could put together the paperwork and all that stuff for the nonprofit. We had people like Veronica McMillan who just invested time and information in me to get things done. It just so many people that was there that aided me. I have to shout out New Galilee Baptist Church, Reverend Foreman and the saints there. I call them saints because I tell you what, they have allowed me to be there with the programs since 2006. 2006, they have opened doors for me. Everything needed supplies, the funding, everything needed supplied from a person that didn't know diddly about a nonprofit organization, just had a heart to want to do it and want to serve. I am so thankful and blessed that I said yes and that I went ahead 20 years later with the Young Women Achievement Success Program. I am so happy. And 22 years later, the nonprofit organization is still going on, Crystal Community Development Corporation, and we're still doing great things. We have so many wonderful things in the program, and I'm just excited and happy. I don't know how long I will do it. My mind is I can't do it, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be able to serve the community in so many ways. And also with these shows, programs, and things like that, definitely still on the move. So look, check out Tidewater Community College, the information for nonprofit. Also, they have programs for the summer for the youth. Make sure you all check out online some of the things that are taking place for our young people online through many organizations. Through the city, through the state, through the city, they have programs, job programs, and all kind of stuff like that. Make sure you check those things out. If you got teenagers coming up and they need a job for the summer, they don't need to sleep all summer long, or they almost there where they're almost out of the nest. You want to make sure they're productive. You want to teach them what it means to work, help them to have good work ethics. And, make sure they get a taste of what it's going to be like when they finally fly. Don't send folk out there ignorant. Don't send your kids out there. They don't know nothing about nothing. You make sure those children get a taste before they launch out of what this world is all about. They're going to discover some things, some good things and not so good things, but give them the tools that they need to get out there and do what they do. Don't sit back lazy and say, well, look, let them, they'll get it. They won't get it unless you help them to get it. Sometimes the school is not going to give them all the information they need. Sometimes parents have to step in and say, look, I'm going the extra mile. And I'm going to make sure my child is ready when it's time to launch, right? It's important. So, you all check out some of those things. Go to the state. Go and try to get as much information that you can get to help yourself, your family, and your community. All right. So it's Fun Friday, y'all. It's a lot going on. I'm telling you, it's a lot going on around the town. We've got a lot going on here in the Hampton Roads area. We've got a lot of festivals coming up, concerts. I know a lot of you all travel to the jazz concerts. That's coming up in Hampton, Virginia. That's coming up. We've got the new Dome. A whole lot of folk are going to be there. Guess who's coming to Portsmouth to the casino? And have a feeling that the tickets are gonna go fast. But Bobby Brown, I missed New Edition, Boyz II Men, and Tony Braxton when they came here. I wanted to go to that show so bad. By the time I was going to get tickets, it was sold out. But Bobby Brown is here. You all that are Bobby Brown lovers, I know folk that love some Bobby Brown. I remember Bobby Brown and New Edition. There was a mall here, Tower Mall. I remember when they was little teeny boys, teeny boys. I was young too, but they were younger, and they came to Tower Mall in Portsmouth, so years ago, and they were just starting. Me and my sister stood up there and just looked, and we were like, oh my God. They were brand new in the industry, and look at them now. So, they've come through here, New Edition, but we got Bobby Brown coming, a solo singer coming, and he can sing. He still got it. He may got a little tummy, he may be a little more mature, but he's going to be here in Portsmouth, and that's going to be in June. You all check it out. All those that love y'all some Bobby Brown. Oh wow! What else is going on? We got the Norfolk Tides. I got to get a chance to experience that. I'm sitting right here. This is my own backyard, and have not gone to Harbor Park yet. But they have games throughout the summer and things like that. They have one coming up April the 12th. You all check it out if you're here in the Hampton Roads area. We got a lot of things. Norfolk Admirals. Now, I have gone to see them. The hockey players, Norfolk Scope. They always come to the Norfolk Scope. I've seen them, and it is very exciting. I don't know if you all are into hockey, but it is really, really, really a fun sport. I got a chance to take my Young Women Achieving Success program, Young Men Achieving Success there, and it was absolutely fun. We had a great time. So they'll be there coming up real soon. You all check out Ticketmaster, stuff like that, and get those things. They got an MS marathon run coming as well this weekend. If you all are interested in running and supporting that cause, go ahead and do that. What else do we have? Harbor Fest. Harbor Fest is coming here in the area. We have the circus, we got Universal, we got the Barnum Bailey Circus, and all those things I mentioned, because those are the things that, I usually get to go to during the summer in this area. We have the aquarium. It's just so many things here to do. This segment, I wanted to talk about what's, going on around the town, and, what's happening in our area. And just what's happening in our world. So many things happening in our world. But I wanted to share with you all that love getting out in the atmosphere and having a good time. There are a lot of things that's going to be happening in our cities. So if you all have something that you think we should know about, if you want to, you can put it in the chat. Would love that information to share with all those that are on. If you all are doing something special, put it in the chat. Make sure you put those things in the chat. Make sure you tell us what's going on in your city, what you're going to do this summer. Look at that. Hi, Grandma. Hi. That's my sweetheart. Talking about hi, Grandma. I love you. I love you. Pastor Fee, hello. Let's see. So many of you all that are on with me today and liking the show. Kia, hi. Sky, hello. Oh, wow. Just so many for MLW music. Uh, Good morning to you all. I hope you all are going to have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day. Get up and get out if you haven't in a while. It's going to feel good to you. You're going to need that vitamin D, and just soak in the sun. Um, let's see, Ambern. I think that is the way you pronounce it. Let's see who else. It's just so many of you guys on Facebook Live. I'm sure there's plenty of you all on there. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. So yeah, we got so many things that's going on. They have the festivals and arts here, celebration of military child. We got the Virginia International Tattoo, Battleship Wisconsin 82nd anniversary. Have you all ever been on a ship? Have you ever toured a ship? It's very interesting. It's a special tour and historical programs, and it's scheduled aboard the vessel in Norfolk, Virginia. We get the privilege of having all these things. It's the Battleship Wisconsin. It's the 82nd anniversary. You know, sometimes with these tours, they have food and just entertainment and activities. It is really fun. They make it really a fun thing. And I would recommend that you all at least one time in your life experience uh, these great activities and things like that. It's so much more we're going to be doing around the town. Good morning, Anita Blow. How are you? And we're going to be doing, you know, kind of like visiting some of these places and enjoying some of this outdoor, you know, showing some of this outdoor things that are going on around the town. Let's see, what else are we doing? Um, oh, let me give you some upcoming shows. Okay, so we have some upcoming shows. We have author Tamika Blackwell Griffin. Listen to the name of her books. You all make sure you all join us. It's called Involuntary Side Chick. And we've had her on before, but we've had her on the FYI After Dark. So we want you all on April the 17th on a Friday. So please, 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 that's next Friday, join us for author Tamika Blackwell Griffin and her book, Involuntary Side Chick. Isn't that crazy? I know she, you know, when she talks about it, it's like, oh my goodness. And she is not somebody that's going to just hold her tea. She's going to tell you what is going on, how she got there, and how she got out of this situation. And now she's living the best of life. She don't have that over her head. She's not worried about, you know, that kind of situation anymore. Make sure you all join us next Friday for our special guest, author Tamika Blackwell Griffin, Involuntary Side Chick. Yeah. How you gonna be an involuntary side chick? That means you don't know something. That means somebody pulling the wool over your eyes, honey. That means somebody haven't given you the choice of being in a relationship without other folk. And so, hey, hey. We are so excited and want to hear. I actually have some books. I've already, hello, Amanda, how are you? Also, Amanda, excuse me, you all, but I want my friend Amanda to be on with me. I want her to schedule with me to come on. She has a great page on TikTok. She's on social media, and I love what she does on her page. And she entertains, she informs. She has gone through some things that I'm sure she would really, really share with us, because some of you all may have gone through some of the same things. So my friend, I want to shout her out, Amanda W. Nicholas. Make sure you go on TikTok and like her page. She's beautiful and I love her and I can't wait to have her on. Where was I? So anyway, you all make sure you join us for that show on the 15th. Also, we have an author that's coming on for our men's issues, and I'm very excited about that. He has two books that we're going to highlight, and he's coming on the Wednesday, next Wednesday, as a matter of fact, the 15th, on our men's issue segment. As I said before, his name is Kara Moko Wari. His books, The Mindset of an Outlier and The Self-Improvement Journal. Make sure you join us next Wednesday to talk with, I call him K, and to talk about these books and how it can help build you up as a man, as a person, and how it can improve your life. And it's going to be very interesting. He's from West Africa, but he tours throughout the country and other countries, and he talks about his journal, and he talks about, the mindset of an outlier. I'm very interested in hearing more about that, and you can hear that on next Wednesday on the 15th of April. Some of the other shows we have, Money and More. We're trying to get a speaker now to come on with us. We have our commentator, Jason L. Baker, who does cryptocurrency, money, and more. And he was on last month with us. We're looking forward to having him on soon, real soon. And he's going to be talking about cryptocurrency. But we also have a segment called Money and More. And we're looking for someone to come on to talk about money and more, and how you can steward your money, how you can, make good use of your money, how you can manage it, how you can build it and create more and more, because you're going to need more and more and more in this world, especially with things going up and up. Judy, good morning. How are you today? Money and more. If you're a speaker, if you're an expert, financial expert, you want to be on FY Morning Show, or even FY After Dark, which comes on 6 p.m. on Mondays. Come on and just inbox me and let me know. I'll give you some other information in a little bit. We're going to have cryptocurrency and more. Then we're going to have money and more. We're going to also have Monday Sports Talk. Hopefully, Mr. E will be back. If not, we're going to choose a co-host to come in while he's out doing what he do. And we're going to just enjoy a show talking about the NBA. Did you all get a chance to look at the NCAA game, men and women? Okay, talking about excitement, talking about the way basketball should be played. I mean, it is absolutely wonderful. I just loved the NCAA games. Of course, we'll be covering the NBA and the WNBA games. A lot going on in sports. And so we're going to continue to enjoy, those things over there, sports, talk, and more. All right, let's see. Let me give you all some more information. I want you to follow us on social media, please. Did I mention today YouTube? You can go on YouTube and you can subscribe over there at Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. And also you can go to FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton over there on YouTube. Of course, you can always go to Facebook, FYI, Facebook IFYI, Yolanda Hinton's fan page, Edward Everett's pages on TikTok. Y Hinton, if you all haven't subscribed over here on TikTok, please come over here at YHINTON. Y Hinton. You can always go to Twitter at Y Hinton. You can also go to Instagram at Y Hinton, and you can also go to Instagram at FYI Radio Show. Okay, we would love to have you all follow me, follow us, and we will follow you back. Let me give you some information, contact information, because it's time for me to roll out. You can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor. I already told y'all that. I already told you. If you have something great for the community, if you're doing something that we should know about, if you want to share about women's issue, men's issue, Fun Friday, serving tea, a little gossip and whatnot, you all can be a part of the show. All you got to do is contact FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Again, FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Listen to this. Hers did it too. I like that. Good morning to you. Let's see. I think it's Naaman. I'm not sure. Gallagher. I'm not sure if I'm getting it right. Forgive me if I'm not. But good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. Also, you can inbox right here if you like. Inbox right here, wherever you are, whatever platform you're on, and say, hey, I'd like to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI Radio Show. Shout out to our sponsors, Beard Gods, www.beardgods.com, BEARD GODZ.com. Also, Bulvic, BULVIC, great for families, children, books there. Talking about bullying, anti-bullying initiative, information, the game, Bulvic is there. You can also go to iTunes, or you can go to Google Play for the game Bulvic, BULVIC. I created that game, and it's there for you all. You can go to the link on www.bulvicacademy.com if you like. Also, the book, Diary of a Former Bully, and bullying is right underneath your nose. And look, we got a curriculum coming in a little while. So you all make sure you check out that sponsor, check out the site, and we would definitely appreciate it. So look, it's time for a girl to go. It's so good to have all you all up there. I know I didn't get a chance to shout out everybody, but I tell you what, if you would say something in the chat, I definitely will respond later on and just say thank you again. And just want to appreciate that you all would take time to come and listen to a girl. Okay, so the girl got to go out. You know, it's Friday. This is my time to really have a good time. The weekend, plenty of business to do, but I tell you what, I'm going to get some stuff in, just pamper and just to have a good time out here. My grandson is here. I want to shout him out again. Hey, sweet pea. And my son, my daughter, my husband, everybody, just my family, shouting them out. All those that know and love and care for, all you that are on, thank you again. Also, Mr. E, tell Mr. E it's time to come back now. I know he got a lot of meetings and whatnot, but it's time for him to come back. Tell Mr. E it's time for him to come back for our Monday Sports Talk. Hopefully we'll see him there over here, and hopefully we can give you a great Monday Sports Talk show. So look, you all be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. We're going to see you back here when? Monday. TikTok, thank you for joining. We're going to see you later. Bye. Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, all y'all. What a blessing. We'll see you soon too, okay? Take care. Enjoy your day.
He brought me out and I'm praising.